I just finished watching Prisoners, directed by Denis Villeneuve. Um, it's with Hugh Jackman, Jake Gyllenhaal, and Paul Dano. And the plot is that Hugh Jackman and his sort of neighbors' daughters are abducted. And Jake Gyllenhaal is a police detective and has to find them. And it all takes place in this like kind of small rural uh, American city, and it just slowly gets more and more crazy as all these insane people are involved. But it's this classic Denis Villeneuve style of very slow, pensive, not pensive but patient filmmaking, and it was insane. This movie is crazy. It's 2.5 hours, right? Like yeah, it's really long, and like you do not feel it. I just watched like I think Gladiator yesterday, which was like the same length but felt so much longer. This movie is so gripping, and it just keeps getting more and more crazy as all of these characters slowly twist into like worse versions of themselves, like almost like demonic versions of themselves, as they are more and more desperate to find these two girls. And honestly, I was really just so sucked in for the ride because it's just so intense that I wasn't really, I wasn't analyzing it. I wasn't sort of thinking like, what is this movie saying? And I won't bother to come up with a theme, but there's definitely a lot there, right? Like it's Denis Villeneuve. He likes this stuff, and it's definitely like religion is a very big motif in this movie, and it's like kind of the motive of the main antagonist. But it's crazy, and it's so intense and thrilling, and maybe at times it's almost like a little too crazy, like stuff that's very out there happens, and most of the time it's justified, but like on so many different levels this movie is just thrilling and exciting, which I think is its main strength. I don't really have any criticisms of it that are important. Maybe as a mystery, basically what I just said, some of the sort of twists and turns are a little too out there, but I think it all pays off and it's worth it. And it has like the final act of this movie, when it starts tying loose ends, is so satisfying. Like it sets up so much, and it pays it off in ways that both satisfy you and still leave you with questions. Like it's such a complete picture. It looks a lot like a Fincher movie. Like it has the same look to it, and it has Jake Gyllenhaal. It's a crime movie, and that same cold digital look. And it's not a Fincher movie. It's very much a Villeneuve movie. And I was talking about Fincher versus Villeneuve one time with my English teacher, and he said that Fincher's like a microscope, but Denis Villeneuve just makes movies that are like art. And I totally agree, because his movies are so emotional and they're just so full, and I love that so much. Like I'm honored and excited to the fact that like this amazing filmmaker, who from the very beginning has been making all these crazy movies, literally lives in the same city as me, and like went to the university that I'll probably end up going to. It's really cool. This movie is really intense, and there's like some brutal like gore and just like things that are not light on the stomach. But if that's something you're okay with, and you like long, patient, but like very intense and gripping crime movies, or you like Denis Villeneuve or whatever, definitely check this one out. It's awesome. I'm thinking like it's a movie that's complicated enough that I don't think I could give it a really definite rating without watching it again and taking notes, but like 9 out of 10, 8.5, 9, maybe could be higher. This is a really good one. All right. If you like this weird little style of video, I hope you enjoy it. Maybe I'll do more. Let's see. Bye.